start talking to everybody, but nobody's here. We gotta share the. Oh, there's one
yeah.
person.
Let's do that. I'll just jump up in the comments.
Let's everybody pile up in here.
Pause.
Pause.
Catch myself doing that in real life now. Thanks, guys.
The struggle's real. I do that shit.
You are so damn funny. Pause, Randy said.
All right, let's see. Let's go over here.
Uh-oh, somebody's going through a wind tunnel.
Is that me?
It is you.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Can't keep running away. I've been listening. I got a 90s playlist I've been listening to, and I can't get past the Far Side song. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. You know that song?
Bro, music's changed so much.
It's garbage now, bro.
It's crazy.
Music doesn't change at all. I just stayed right in my same genre and I never left.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
think I've even listened to a song on the radio in what? I haven't ever.
It's too many ads, commercials and stuff.
Oh, I don't play the radio at all, bro.
No.
Even when I had tapes and CDs and shit. And
You're dating yourself.
And what was it before that?
8-track.
8-track.
Yeah.
That predates me. I never had an 8-track.
But the sound was unique. It had a unique sound to it.
Listen, man.
I don't like DVDs. I like laser discs.
Listen, nothing's better than a record on a record player. Straight
People
up record player.
To this day, still buy vinyls.
Yes, I'm telling you, they're the best, bro. When you hear that static little, it's just dope.
I almost went and bought some.
All right, guys, sound off in the comments if you're here, because we're here on a Sunday for y'all, pretending like we know what we're talking about. We just saw some 8-tracks at the thrift store. 8-tracks, okay. I know that's right. Are people buying them?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a big comeback of like nostalgia, right? Like, and I've always had my iPod because I like owning my media. You know, I'm like that guy. But yeah, bro, the records are coming back real hard.
Vinyls has always had a real big following. I almost bought a vinyl player the other day because, like, when Linkin Park came back, I wanted their new album on vinyl, but I never went and did it.
Oh, you should do that, bro.
I know. Yeah,
my daughter loves records. But there's 4 people here. Nobody's talking, unless it's us here. Is it less us 3 and Vanny?
Counting us.
Me.
Let me open up. Let's see. We gotta let people funnel in.
Yeah.
All right. So what you guys do today?
I lived in a basement and tore a pipe apart.
You work on Sundays, bro?
No, I was in my basement.
Oh, that's right. You're a Dr. Plumber today. That's right.
I was Dr. Plumber. You know how stupid you feel walking into like a Runnings or whatnot, looking for 6 inches of PVC, and you have to walk out with 10 feet of it.
Oh
no!
Because they don't sell it any shorter.
Right. Lowe's and Home Depot used to sell like 2-foot sections.
Yeah, but those nearest Lowe's or Home Depot is an hour and a half from
there. Oh yeah, yeah. They want to get the full length.
I mean, can I really complain? I think it was like $7.
Oh yeah. Sorry, he just threw me off. He's like, Jerry, you got any more there? Is that all you got? I'm like, well.
Oh, I accidentally opened that.
Uh-oh, we got another person here. Let's see what happens. Listen, this reminds me of my old days when I first started doing live streams. Nobody was on my streams, bro.
It takes 20 to 25 minutes for someone to chat in the editing live streams, and it's usually Fanny.
Yeah. It takes a little bit to build that steady audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jenny Legendary, you better check the wallet, backpacker. You better check oh shit, hold on, I'm tripping right now. I am tripping. I am tripping. There it is. There it is. Nobody even noticed.
Hey.
You had the wrong one up.
Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed.
It's just a button.
Jenny, what's good? We got your twin brother up here. Your lost long twin brother, Trent. The sarcastic twins.
No doubt.
I don't know who's more sarcastic, man, Jenny or Trent.
It's hard because I talk to you verbally, so.
They talked to Jenny though,
Do you?
right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, you guys.
What-
You
oh,
guys
look,
just, go at it.
What's the address again? There it is.
There you go.
Going.
All right, we got some people
Meaty.
piling in here. Yeah, we got to change that, guys. We have
I-
got it.
Just
don't-
let
we're
me give. Just let me send it in.
That was like a debate for a whole night.
What do you
And then you
mean?
told me no, like for 2 weeks.
I did?
Yeah, you said I couldn't freaking put the 100K up.
Oh, fuck no.
Just let me do it.
No, we can put it in together, pause.
Well, that's fine.
And then, Trent likes to give me crap and signal.
I do that.
You
We
do
love
poke
Jen and
me.
Nico. Yeah, Trent's banner is so much better than mine. I love this banner, man. It makes me
That
want
looks
to do
good.
mine again.
With that little arch on it.
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
there's supposed to be like tools and whatnot, or like a podcast symbol under it. I ripped that all out.
Okay.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
we got there was a little tremor over here that happened.
Okay. What happened?
12, 3, 4, 5. I think we know who that's from.
12, 3, 4,
Oh
5.
my
Wow.
Goodness.
Wait, don't show the balance, brother. You don't be showing the reserve balance, bro.
Jenny's gonna pay for the name change.
He's showing our whole wad, man. You pulling our whole pants.
This is why we don't let Backpacker handle important things.
Don't leave me with the
Not
document.
I thought Anonymous was the rookie, man.
Freaking, he's just leaking passwords.
You know what's funny? During the conference last year, I recorded Rajat because he wanted me to record him doing the buying at Steak and Shake,
Oh yeah.
and I recorded him. But Wallet of Satoshi, as soon as it plops up, it shows his balance. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't think you know how he talks. I don't think you should show that, Jerry. I don't know. I was like, what?
Sounds
He's like,
like
no, Jerry, you think it's a good idea? You think we should? I was like,
like it's
Yeah,
not a
no,
big
it's up
deal,
to you.
bro.
yeah, it's up to you, bro. It's,
That wallet does have like an issue, like where you can't block certain things. Just like,
Yes.
hey, here you go.
let me tell you something about Rajat. Rajat is exactly like he is in the videos, and I mean exactly.
Well, this is
Okay.
the way I see it.
Yes, yes.
That's always this thing.
He'll just stop and ask you, like, I'm telling you, like, Jerry, what are you doing? I'm like, I was doing a video, and you know how I take the phone and put it on my shirt and then zoom up. We're doing a video, and he stops and goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, and then Jor goes, "That's how he does his videos." Rajat pointing at his shirt.
That's
I
awesome.
go, bro, I'm the graphic tee dude, Rajat.
I do it every video. Have you never watched one?
I guess
I
it's
do.
hard to know because Jor was like, it's so cool to watch you because he was standing behind me, coming in from behind, and he was just like, it's so cool to watch you like that from the back. I'm
We're
like,
gonna have to edit
I'm
this
like,
whole
relax,
part out
bro.
for YouTube.
yeah. Hi there, guys. Keep
Pause.
it up. You're doing good. Pause. Flipper, yes. Thank you, Flipper. Nico has been at like 2,700 followers for months and then broke 3,500 today. Wow. Congratulations.
Jeez.
Wow.
Nico is outperforming all of us.
Yes. Rookie. Hiya, Flip. Rajat is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. That's my man. Rajat is hilarious. I don't think he knows it. Nah, he doesn't even try to be funny. You could tell when
That's the best kind of funny.
why am I saying this like we're not being recorded right now? But Rajat, when they're doing the Maple Bitcoin and Rajat will say something like, yeah, these people are just fucking stupid, man.
That
And
sounds right.
you see Jor and fucking Fours are like, what? He just start laughing. Yeah, he's funny as shit. Sin does it better. That's cute. They're all matching. Yes. Are we? Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, we're criminals today, guys.
And I almost showed up in like the yellow shirt, like I always do.
Yeah, Nico is cuter. I love Fanny. Jenny, thank you so much for the big zap. We appreciate it. Obviously, guys, we don't have any sponsors here, and we're just chilling. This is a Sunday. This is how we do it on Sundays, guys. Okay, we're just chilling. We're hanging out. It's been a long week. It's been a nice weekend. Long week, short weekend, and we're just here to wrap up the week and touch bases with you guys. But anyways, Anthony, how was your weekend? How was your week?
It was great, man. Worked, getting back in the swing of things. Got work's going to be starting next week, Tuesday to be exact. And was with the residents today. One of my residents, unfortunately, is going to be leaving to a different house. So I'm a little bummed out about that. But Fanny's killing it in the garden. She's going crazy out here like she does in the kitchen. Kids are all helping out doing projects. So busy, but very productive.
I'm the opposite. Very unproductive. I was forced to do things I didn't want to do. I just wanted to take a nap, but I didn't get to. So here I am.
You did something and you were productive.
I did. Very reluctantly, but was productive.
Yeah,
and
unlike
accomplished. Because
yes, so that's
the pipe
productive.
is good.
That's what she said. Unlike me, I just get over in that bed, lay down.
Yeah, we can't leak that part. We need an OnlyFans.
True. I'm gonna put my laptop up there. Nico is cuter. Sharon the bot. Nico, Wolf is cuter. Men in Black. Yes, we are. He says Wolf. Thank you, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon, how are you, sweetheart?
Sharon's in the house.
Sharon, I was just about to put you on the wheel. I'm like, wait a minute.
No wheel today.
He said, woo, thanks here. Jen. Paul, watching, but I'm driving. Much love. Now, Paul, the GOAT. Now, listen here, man. We got a different format. Okay? If there's something that you would like to do here, Paul, like, anything you'd like to do, we have another address up here. You can send it to that. And also, we have it right here, written down here, brother. Okay? And we love you, Paul, because, Paul, you are the GOAT, sir. How are you, man? Good to see you, Paul. Same, Trent. Very unproductive. Paul. Trent gets grouchy when he doesn't get his sleep. Trent, business venture, only sats for Bitcoiners. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I love Sharon. Sharon says, spin that shit. Sharon, I'm going to say that to you when you come to Vegas, when you're on them skates. Spin that shit. Sharon?
Jenny stole that from me. I'm the one that came up with only sats, and she took it from the signal and just used it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. But you got to give Maddie credit because she called him Satman.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is a pretty good name, But I'm waiting on Lawrence Stern here because we have a subject just specifically for him. And also, he's probably one of the main reasons we're doing this show because he was like, hey, why don't you guys blah, blah, blah. Now he's not freaking here. And then he's going to come in an hour right before we start. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here. I'm like, bro.
He's usually about an hour late.
We're leaving, Lauren. We're unplugging, brother. We're out of here. But anyways, guys, we're going to talk about a few things. We're here definitely for a good time and not a long time. It is Sunday, March 29th, 2026. And there's a few things going on. There was a very monumentous, record-breaking crowd gathering all over the country. You would be so remiss if you missed this thing. It was the No Kings protest, guys. It was just so breathtaking and great. It was definitely not paid for by George Soros and all these other people. It was organic as hell. It was great. First Amendment all over the place. It was great. We're going to watch some clips in that. Also, we're going to talk about that thing Lauren wanted to talk about selling, or excuse me, not selling, but spending Bitcoin. We're going to talk about, can you buy Bitcoin with a house? We're also going to talk a little bit about the war and what I think and what we think Trump's plan is to take over the island of Karg, gas prices and all that. But until then, guys, we're going to just hang out and chill for a little bit. Hot tui on that thing, Fanny says. Well, Backpack, you know better than us. I don't know anything about that. Yes, Trent, come up with it. Wait. Yes, Trent came up with it. Wait, I thought you said that about me accidentally flashing the complex last week.
I did say that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I would literally pay money to sit there and watch Trent and Jenny have a conversation in person.
It'd just be sarcasm back and forth.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny, man. But it's still a business venture. It is, man. It is. Jen, Baha, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yes. But anyways, guys, Bitcoin, Anthony just pointed out to me, has dipped a little bit. Let's take a look at that for a second. See what the hell's going on with that.
It is.
Yeah, on the hourly, it just dumped real hard and then came back up like a V.
Yeah, I did that. I do that sometimes too when I'm with some ladies. I just
Pause.
fall down and then I just come back up. I'm like, hey, give me a minute. But yeah. So no, we're going back up now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a hard dip.
Yeah, it was.
Did it? Let me look at it.
Somebody got liquefied.
Somebody dumped, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so. That had to be a lot of Bitcoin for that to do that.
Yeah.
That's what? How many you think? Had to be at least what? I don't know.
I'm not gonna scale, but to dip at 1,000 by your. I mean, if it was one person, it's a lot.
Yeah. More than that's a lot.
More than I got.
That's a lot.
So before we get started, I want to play a clip. This is from a couple of days ago. This is actually from the great Jeff Booth.
What is the implied purchase?
And he's talking about Bitcoin in today's dollar. Today's dollar is worth 43 million in today's dollar. Okay. And he explains why. And we're gonna look at that real quick. Then I'm gonna get your reactions on the back end. So let's take a look at that real quick.
Power of one Bitcoin. What is the implied purchasing power of one Bitcoin in today's purchasing power terms against, say, today's balance sheet?
$43 million. Today's value. The global balance sheet has about $900 trillion of assets. I'm using asset value. It's not perfect because if people had the entire money in their house, right, the value in their house, they're spending like they have that. 21 million divided by 900 trillion.
Okay, let me stop it right there. I don't want to stop it a bunch of times. I don't like that 900 trillion number.
It's a bad take.
Yeah, they've been talking about 900 trillion ever since I've been doing this since 2020, right? It's got to be fucking more than 900 trillion, in my personal opinion. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it's like it's almost impossible to know.
Yeah, that's their guess on known currency. Like there's tons of nobody knows how many like the Saudi prince has. No one knows how much he has. So how can you factor that in? So and then you're just taking averages on what people supposedly have in their bank accounts, and it's impossible to know.
Well, and how they got that number, I'd be interested to even see a rough draft of how they got that.
Someone came up with it in a YouTube video 10 years ago.
Yeah,
because it's got to be if that number was real in 2020. That's when I first heard it. It's got to be in the twos, 2.1, 2.2 quadrillion. I'm just saying, if it was 900 trillion, then
if it's even close to that, though, we don't know if it's way less or way up.
Yes. Speaking of spending sats, where's Blunt Man? We would love to get our dog groomed while we are in Vegas and pay him in sats. Have you guys sent him a message about that?
Yeah, I've messaged him.
Okay. Fanny, don't forget to stretch first. Mara sold 1.1 billion over the month though, March 4th through the 25th. Wow. What's up, Great Motion? How are you? I'm giving Trent a lot of work to do when he has to edit all this shit out. Does George know this plan? Who's George?
I'm getting better at it.
Hey, Gray. Good evening, fellas. Jor for the score. Jor, let me tell you something, brother. We was just talking about you, you and Rajab. Jor, the video you made on Saturday was a very good video, sir. It almost looked like you tore out of a page out of Jerry Loves Freedom's book and said, "Hey, let's talk about this." That was a good video. Okay? Because I was getting worried about you for a minute, Jor. I thought you were telling me politics doesn't matter and blah, 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 blah. Good job, Jor. I literally put my pom-poms on when I was watching that video, man. So great job on that. What'd you guys think about Jor's last video?
I didn't see it.
I watched too many of them.
Now I got to go and go look at it.
The live on Saturday he did.
Okay.
Was that the one with Rajat? Oh wait,
No,
that's
no,
not
no, no,
Maple
no. The
Bitcoin.
one with the Trump theories and all.
Oh yeah, I was in the chat on that one.
Yeah, that was a dope video, man.
Yeah. Well, he did. I like the way he phrased everything on there. Where I get it. It was a nice medium between politics and mindset, and it doesn't matter, but it kind of does. So it was. I felt like it was a nice neutral ground.
Well, the thing I like about Jor and his takes are he's very he puts a lot of nuance on it, and he talks common sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, bro, I know some people like politics, some don't. Some people hate Trump, some people love Trump, but at the end of the day, this is what it is, right? And when he was laying everything out, I was like, I could not argue with that, bro. I was like, great job, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a really good video. Yes, it was good. Hey, my fave Canadian Democrat. Okay, sorry, I'm making Trent do a bunch of work when he has to edit
This is
video.
gonna be a rough one.
Let me get back to it. So all you gotta do is just cut out all this talk right here
Yeah.
and then go back to the video. Here we go.
You could actually probably divide it by 17 million instead of 21 million for lost coins.
Facts. Because it's not. Everybody keeps talking about 21 million. It's not 21 million. It's not going to be 21 million until the year 2140.
Did he say 17?
Yeah, 17.
Okay.
I'm between the high is 17, the low is 14 for me. Where you guys at with that?
I'm around the same ballpark. Yeah.
I think I'm in like that 17, 18 range.
Okay, 18, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and again, we always say 21 million. That's for our grandkids. The only one's going to be around during that is Trent. Trent will be around 2140, but I'll be.
I've been working out.
Yeah, I'll be dead for a couple of years. But George Trent is starting an OnlyFans style page. Only sats, he says. He's going to make some money with that.
All right, sounds like Jen's subscribing.
Yes, love the shout out the other day and love the shafts. Love shafts, she says. I'm very sorry about this, Trent. You're gonna have to edit your. Thanks for the love, no doubt, George. Great job, buddy.
But and it would be a higher number. But so 43 million today's purchasing power. It's way more than that. By next month, the next month after, that 900 trillion won't be 900 trillion, and the debt underneath it won't be the debt underneath it. It'll expand greatly.
Okay, this is where I have a problem. Okay, again, if it was 900 trillion in 2020 and it's 900 trillion in 2026, how in 1 month is it not going to be 900 trillion? Can you explain that, Jeff Booth?
In defense, so didn't we increase the money supply by 40% between those 2 years?
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? George says only fats. Real shafts matter, Sharon says. Okay, well, what's the definition of real though? Because it gets a little cold sometimes, Sharon. Don't judge me. That would make money. Yes, it would. Only fats. Count Snackula. Count Snackula. I never heard of that person, sir. The trolls in the house.
If there's any sort of slowdown in debt coming in, an exponential rise of debt, then that 900 trillion will start collapsing. And as it starts to collapse, holding up the debt underneath it, the debt becomes insolvent and it collapses and every bank fails. So for sure the debt holding up that pyramid of assets, all of your assets are inside that debt, that debt's already insolvent. So that debt will expand. And that means, call it next year, instead of 900 trillion, it could be 1.1 quadrillion. And the debt will be that much, a whole lot bigger than it is today. And that imaginary value is tethered to imagining the debt is solvent. It's just a construct that is just a button that continue to push that extracts more from you. So if you had one of your houses of total value of houses and all real estate inside that 900 trillion is 250 trillion, your house is subject to all of this noise. And if there's way more printing, destruction of value, your house will go up relative to the printing. So if you went forward a year, then that 43 million will be a different number. I hate saying the number in that system because of this. It's just it's a mugs game. You can never you can never win because you're comparing it to a system that's debasing all the time.
Facts. It's absolute facts. It is very difficult to measure something like I was gonna say so. Like Trent did today with his pipe. He's going for 6 inches, but he was a lot longer than that today, right? So when the measuring stick is broken, Sharon, that means it's very hard to measure something, right? And that's what people don't understand about the inflation. And by the way, I was doing some math on the side. Do you guys know off the top of your head, without doing any math, how much $1 would get you in sats, or $1 would get you sat wise for 43 million per Bitcoin?
43 million?
If Bitcoin is $43 million, like he said, it's worth 43 million today, he says. Okay, that's what he's saying. How many sats, if we woke up this morning and it was 43 million, how many sats are you going to get per dollar? Do you guys know?
43 cents?
No.
$1 a million.
I could have did it wrong.
Bro, I'm not even gonna try. Act like that.
You guys check my math on this. Check my math. I got 2.3 sats. That's what I got for $1 for $43 million Bitcoin.
I had it as $1 per million.
Yeah,
I was off.
So
that's crazy.
Long story short, today you're getting a lot more than that. 1,500 sats right now. Put this back on. 1,500 sats, and they're worth, and you're only supposed to be getting 2.3, and you're getting 1,500. Are you stacking hard enough? That's the question, right? That's the age-old question.
And people aren't measuring the debasement rate. They're not measuring how much debt is expanding. So they're it's almost insane to measure Bitcoin price in those dollar terms. But if you talk about purchasing power, then purchasing power would be $43 million today for one Bitcoin, as long as it stays decentralized and secure. But it's way greater than that, because that's today, and you know for sure that against the decentralized and secure thing bounded by energy, prices fall. So the $43 million, because prices fall forever against it, the purchasing power of that would be infinite in time.
Wow. That's incredible, man. What do you guys think about that?
Not gonna lie, bro. Like it gets a little geeky for me. You got, like I always preach on my channel. I'm not the most I don't get into all the technicals and stuff. But I will say this is that, I mean, at the end of the day, I try to keep it simple. I know he's trying to make a projection for long term and stuff, which is great. But the dollar's gonna continue to fall, Bitcoin's gonna continue to go up. So, that's just the way. That's the mindset I keep. I know I'm in it for the long game, and that's just the way I try to keep it, because that stuff can get heavy.
Yeah, I'm not really into the Bitcoin divided by infinity philosophy, and I know in theory that is true, but we're looking at a world that's far past our lifespans, that it's irrelevant to even talk about.
Yes, I agree with both you guys. The thing is, when they're saying this, they're talking about basically Bitcoin being the ultimate money, and everything is divided by Bitcoin, right? Meaning there's no other money, and that's it.
It's not even just it's not even just the ultimate money. It's the only asset, because they factor in by all assets.
Right, exactly. And that's, even as crazy Bitcoin maxis like us, we know that that's probably not true, because again, what you guys just said, and also there's going to be competition. There's still going to be fiat currencies. There's going to be some countries going to have some CBDCs, whether we want to admit that or not. Some countries are going to use gold back money. Some countries are going to use stable coins. Some people are going to use different cryptocurrencies, precious metals, and the like. So we know Bitcoin's the hardest money, but again, it's still a brand new thing. And just because I'm the type of person as I don't talk about or live in a world that I want. I talk about and live in a world that I actually live in, and that's what we gotta understand. So again, this is why I don't like living in an echo chamber. I listen to both sides of arguments, whether it's a pro Bitcoin, anti Bitcoin, because when I first got into Bitcoin, I wanted to see everything was wrong with it. And I would type in things like, what's wrong with Bitcoin? How can it be stopped? Blah, 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 blah. Because he said something very interesting there. What did he say? If it stays secure and decentralized and blah, 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 blah. And that's true, right? Because it's not 100% guaranteed that, it's going to be what it is. There's going to be a lot of attack vectors and things like that. That's why I say don't vote Democrat. And we have to watch out for those things. But in order to strengthen that network, that's why we do shows like this. So, all right. So also too, guys, Lauren had a question, and I really want Lauren to be here for this question, but I guess you can watch it later. But his question was simple. He said, and I'm going to read his question because he put it in the Signal group, so I'm going to read it. And he basically said, what do you guys think about talking about using Bitcoin for money? Not just saving and accumulating. I think most of us are good at accumulating, but have not taken the next step to using what we have in our community or how to start. Bitcoin's next big step is being used as currency, not just savings. Maybe our family starts with each other, like Kevin's Coffee. Who else can we support through Bitcoin this way? Let's put out some ideas here, or maybe you guys can do a video on it. So basically, in a nutshell, what he's basically saying is, everything's about adoption. That's the base layer of what we want Bitcoin to be, not just because I always say there's 5 steps to money, right? It starts with a collectible store of value. That's where we're at right now, whether you guys want to admit that or not. I think 99.9% of Bitcoin is store of value. Then there's a small percentage of the third step, and that's what he's talking about, and that's medium of exchange. Then the next one, I feel like it's a unit of account, whether it's in a region, in a country. It could be just like, I'm talking about small regions, like our Bitcoiners for Freedom group or somebody's neighborhood or, somebody in a city or state or whatever. But then after the unit of account, then it becomes the global reserve currency. So in order to be those 5 steps, we have to get to that next step. We got another block come out. And we have to use it as a not just a store of value, but a medium of exchange. What are you guys' thoughts on that? How can we get it done? And do we need Bitcoin to be a medium of exchange? And do we have to use non-KYC, KYC? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
So it depending on your region, country, wherever you're at, it is being used heavily within communities, respectfully. So I think it's important to use Bitcoin. However, I also think that it's very it depends on the individual, right? I mean, some people are going to hold, and that's just what they want to do, and they don't want to treat it as a currency now because of the value of what you're getting, right? Because you can just sell fiat and use that. I don't like to spend my Bitcoin. I like to hold it. And another reason for that, a big reason, is because I have a generation. I got my kids, right? So I need to think not only long term, but really, really long term. So I do like the theory of community in regards to giving like with Kevin with his coffee, right? Shooting him sats, keeping it within the community stuff. I think that's fantastic. Maybe not so much to your Walmarts, not so much to your Targets, all these big corporations. If they start doing this, I definitely know on that. But I think another thing too is like, it's an incentive to build and to kind of have other individuals wanting to build a product, a platform, or something of that nature on their side, so they can, pursue their own endeavors, entrepreneurship, and then keep the Bitcoin within a communal setting. I'm more along that. If you do spend than spending it at these big, these big corporations and these big companies. Definitely no on that.
Trent.
I gotta stop. Let Anthony go first. He takes all my damn points. So basically, I'm on his.
How do you think I feel? I got to go follow up you two.
That's
I got
true.
nothing to say after you guys.
At least you're funny, right? Okay, so basically, I'm kind of on that same mind frame. If it's a corporation, they're not getting my Bitcoin. If it's McDonald's or Walmart, not a chance. But I kind of use it like the store of value. I use it for my savings account. You guys all know my stuff. It's all public. But I do obviously I donate to people that appreciate it. If they don't appreciate Bitcoin, why would I give you my currency that I trust in for you to just go spend or sell it for USD? I don't do that. So, and then I also like to do like in the Nostr community sometimes like that guy, the guy that sells soap on Nostr. You guys ever buy his soap? I bought his soap too. Send him some Bitcoin. I feel like that's a good use of it. With Strike adopting Bitcoin, it's a good thing as a whole. But I don't need to participate for it to bring it up. People will. I don't have to.
Yes, all good points.
And just real quick on that one too, just to kind of piggyback on that is because we've brought it up, the Nostr community and what it's doing is exactly what we're talking about. It's individuals creating value, creating content, and allowing a circular economy to transpire, along with people doing like the soap mining. People are doing honey. People are doing tallow. People are doing all these different things. People are selling dog leashes. I mean, you name it. And so I agree. There's a thin line between keeping that going. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, I am all for spending Bitcoin. I wasn't at first. It took me a long time to get there, but I'm with you guys on all your points. But when I'm looking at a company, and again, I'm looking at a Steak and Shake, I want to support them because they're innovator, right? They came out and said, "Hey, we're going to do this." Even before they said we're going to pay and give, what was it? They give like 200. Was it 21 sats per hour or something they were given? Did you guys hear about that back?
I don't have it here.
I don't know. I don't know about. Oh, is
Yeah,
that for
can you look that up real quick, one of you guys, to
Sure.
see something about they were paying 21 something sats, and even before they started paying quote unquote dividends or hourly or whatever. But I think it's going to get to the point, Trent, that when you were saying you don't want to give it to any greedy companies that don't appreciate it, I think the more and more the demand goes up and the more circular it gets and how many it's coming out, I believe companies are going to start paying in Bitcoin and starting a reserve and everything else. And if we find out they're doing that, I have no problem giving it to them because I'm all about spending and replacing, right? I have, 3 stacks. I have one for something, and then the things that I have on my Lightning wallet, I'll zap you, I'll zap, people on Nostr, I'll zap somebody's, drawer on a video or something or whatever. And if it's a major amount, of course I'm going to buy it and replace it. But I think in order for Bitcoin to do its original thing, and that's a money for the internet and a peer-to-peer cash system, then we need to spend it. We don't want to spend it because it's our generational wealth. And again, it's our store of value, but we need to.
So
And
I got that update.
what's it say?
It's 21 cents an hour to their employees. It's an employee benefit. So they pay, whatever that employee would make per hour, they put 21 cents per hour in sats. So it's not even like they just give it in dollars. They put it in I don't know how they do it, but that's what it's saying on the online here.
That's dope. Yeah, that's exactly. And again, I support that. Like if I'm out and about and I'm in a pinch and I don't have cash or whatever, I don't want to spend. And again, I've done this. I'm going to Steak and Shake. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send them some sats, and not only do I know I'm supporting that company that not only took a huge leap of faith, man. It's not going to look like that 20 years from now. Like, oh, everybody's using Bitcoin. But when they started, nobody was using Bitcoin. I'm talking about a major company in the United States of America. So I love that. It's just a win-win for these companies. Like, why would you not do that? You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. I think we need adoption. What's up, Trey Day? The more adoption, the better. Yes, absolutely.
And I think
I
you'll get more adoption the more people actually start paying employees in Bitcoin, because that's pretty common in the YouTube's field, because you pay your editor in Bitcoin, you pay your that kind of thing. But once more normies start paying their employees then you have the incentive to spend it without turning it into USD. But the problem now is then you're running into tax issues.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was about to say. You took the words right out of my mouth. And that's why I say it's important for us to make sure, and I'm not going to get on my soapbox here, but it's important to vote for the right for the right side, pun intended, so that we can make sure we're not paying taxes. This is why I asked the question, KYC versus non-KYC, because if you got KYC Bitcoin and you're trying to spend a certain amount, whatever that is, you're going to get taxed on it, right? And if a certain party wins and we lose the house, then guess what? It's not going to go through, right? So a message to you guys: make sure you vote for the right person, so we get quote unquote Bitcoin or crypto friendly politicians in there. Sharon said something interesting here. She said, in 2 weeks, I'm putting my whole check into Bitcoin. And if I need something or pay bills, I'll use Bitfill to get a gift card. Damn, Sharon.
I love that.
Love it.
I like
Absolutely
it too.
love it.
Still a taxable event.
That's what I'm saying. So we got to make sure there's a certain demon.
Yeah.
I want to use Bitcoin for immediate exchange for my freedom. I'm with you, Sharon. I'm with you. How you doing, Trey Day? Good to see you, brother. Agent 99. Hello, is this the right place for spitting facts? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Speaking of spitting facts, we're just talking about zaps and stats and stuff. This is not my show. This is our show. This is the Truth or Work podcast, guys. I know it's on my channel. We're working on putting a live on the Truth or Work. I guarantee it's my fault. When we find out what happened, it was something I did wrong. It's always like that. So we're okay with that. But again, we don't have any sponsorships here and everything else. We're talking about spinning sats. If you guys want to send some value here on this Sunday evening / afternoon, early evening, there's a QR code right on the side of my head. And also, if you can't use that, go ahead and you can type it in right there. And that will be going into the Truth of Work podcast strategic Bitcoin reserve. So we appreciate you guys, man. We really do. We love you guys, man. We really do. Mega, what's up, brother? Chica, yeah. Well, Mega, you came right on time. I just said don't vote for the wrong side, sir. Hello, Sharon. What facts are we spitting today? Well, we're always spitting facts, man. Hey, Jen, keeping them honest here, yeah. All right, speaking of spending sats or not spending sats, there has been some big news that just came out that Fannie Mae is now allowing Bitcoin to be used to buy or loan against to buy homes now, which is
a
incredible.
collateral.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saved that video. Maybe I didn't. Hold on. I think I did.
I knew they were putting in the works. I just didn't know it had been passed yet.
Yes. And that's big news. I think Coinbase teamed up with them because I had a news clip on that. Here it is. And right here it says, just in, CNBC announces live on TV, mortgage giant Fannie Mae will now accept Bitcoin. The borrower doesn't have to sell their quote unquote crypto. Guys, again, anytime you hear the mainstream say crypto, they're talking about Bitcoin. This is just like any other mortgage. This is huge. So we're gonna play this, and I'm gonna get you boys' thoughts on the back end.
Yields.
This is as loud as it goes, guys. Sorry.
You got to put it on the screen.
Diana Olick has the details on what crypto-backed mortgages are. Diana.
Sorry, guys. I am not used to having 3 dudes on my screen, and it's different when I have to do it like this. Pause. That's a huge pause. But I was just practicing, guys. I was just messing around.
Yields. This is Fannie Mae prepares to accept crypto-backed mortgages. Diana Olick has the details on what crypto-backed mortgages are. Diana.
Right, Tom. It's not the first crypto-backed mortgage, but it is the first to comply allow home buyers to use their crypto assets as collateral. Falls under Fannie Mae guidelines, so it can be bought and securitized by Fannie like any other conforming mortgage. Right? How does it work? A little tricky. The borrower takes out a regular mortgage with Better and then a second loan backed by either Bitcoin or US dollar coin and held
US dollar coin. You talking about the stable coins?
Yeah, USD, like USDT or USDC. That's what they mean.
Coinbase account. The second loan would fund the down payment on the first loan. That way, the borrower doesn't have to sell their crypto. Both loans are held by Better, and the crypto assets, once pledged, cannot be traded. Even if the value of the crypto falls, nothing changes on the loans as long as the borrower keeps making the monthly payments.
We have now finally created the infrastructure rails to enable any tokenized asset in America to be able to be pledged to help someone afford to buy a home. So it starts with Bitcoin, starts with USDC, but going forward, it can be Apple stock or Amazon stock or any publicly traded mutual fund, bond fund, something that you might hold in your IRA. You're going to be able to pledge that to buy a home.
Now, the downside is you are paying on two loans, which makes it a little bit more expensive. But Garg says since you're not selling the crypto, you're still benefiting from its appreciation, if it does appreciate, which offsets the higher cost. Other companies like Milo make crypto-backed mortgages, but without the Fannie backing, so their interest rate would be higher. If you want more details on this, I know it's complicated. It's all up on cnbc.com.
Wow. Thank you so much, Scotty. Scotty said he sent a zap in, Anthony.
Yes. I didn't want to interrupt. 297.
Well, why? Thank you, sir.
Testing 3 times 99.
Nice.
Thank you, Scotty, very much, man. We appreciate you. So, what do you guys think about that?
I'll go first. It's fine, Anthony. You can just take a break here. So I like it. I like it's a odd hybrid system when you almost have to do it this way. Otherwise, if you just backed it by BTC on one loan, you could get liquefied, lose all the asset, and foreclose on your house. And that's super possible if you stuck it on one loan. Now that you have them separate, you would I don't know how they're gonna keep it to like you can't get liquidated on the second one if it depreciates. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like you can't say you put in Bitcoin and then it crashes to like 10K and it's 1/10 of what the loan was used for. I think they would just call that loan up. They'll write it in. I almost guarantee you, and then you'll have to pay that loan off. Is my guess. So it's just an odd format. But they did it so they could use, like they were saying, they can now use stocks in your portfolio. You can use almost any asset the way that is wrote. That's why they did it.
Yeah, they just want to collateralize it with I don't want to say hard assets, but compared to fiat, it's hard. What do you think, Anthony?
I don't know. So they're saying, from what I see is there, if you're delinquent on payments for after 60 days of like maybe not paying. And then it also states there's a for foreclosure, it's usually starts at around 180 days. I think you got to I think there's a lot of small print in here that they're not. I think they want to like glamorize all the, I guess, the quote unquote good stuff, or the stuff that kind of will have a good talking point. I would really be interested to see a lot of the fine print to see where they really stand on this, because this is like the way I see it with this situation is, I don't inherently think it's a bad thing in general. I think I like it because it gives options for people who this might be right up their alley, and that's fantastic. But these people are not our friends. They don't have our best interests out. They want our stack. I mean, this, so I would tread lightly. Definitely read the fine print. Definitely run it through an attorney. That's for sure. And but at the end of the day, for adoption and growth, and as we say, spend the bit, spend, and keep the circular economy going. I guess it would have to be a win.
And to throw that out there, like this is just for the down payment, they said. This is a loan to get a down payment on a loan. So you're thinking like 10, 20 grand. It's not gonna, or you can get up higher, but like if you like foreclose on the first loan, you're not now that I'm going through in my head, you're not going to actually foreclose on the house. You'll have to be, they'll call that up. They'll make you pay that down payment back or find a different kind of collateral to do it.
Yeah. Me personally, now you guys like how I'm leaning here to the side like this. I know you guys think I'm cool, but I'm doing it because the banner's right there and I got to show my face.
I figured that.
So I'm like leaning. But anyways, I like it because again, this is just not even a 1.0 version of what it's going to be like in 20 years. It's just something to roll out there because again, if Bitcoin does what we think it's going to do, we're not even going to remember this. Okay, this little thing that's going on right here. But again, it's one small step for man, one giant leap for Bitcoin kind or mankind, right? So we're doing what we got to do. It's all about that adoption, and they have to throw in the crypto and throw in the other assets. Like, oh, it's no big deal. It's Bitcoin, it's crypto, it's Apple stock, it's this, it's that. But once people have the discovery of what Bitcoin is, and the only way they're going to really discover it is by understanding what the underlying problem is, then we're going to do some things. You know what I mean? Let me read some comments here real quick. Sorry, guys. Gray Mosh said, but how is it controlled? What if the value of the collateral goes down another 40%? Right? Brought that up. Would you have to add more BTC to solve the LTV conforms? What do you think about that, Trent?
Who knows? It's wrote in the print. We just don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Margin call, anyone. That's what I think. Pound the like button. Sorry, still drive. No problem, Paul the Goat. Mega says, it excites me to see stuff like this as it helps further instill my convictions. Absolutely, bro.
And they're not the first one to roll this out yet, because I believe I heard JP Morgan has something similar.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'll get into that in a minute. I just want to be able to use sats in Japan. I saw something about MetaPlanet bringing out a shareholder credit card. Haven't looked into it, though. Oh, okay.
Old MetaPlanet.
Yeah. Sharon says, I pound it, Paul. All right. I think it's supposed to be the other way. Don't tell me they are going to start printing money to bail out banks. Have they done that already? Good morning, Scotty boy. Pounding hardcore already. Manny says. Good morning, Jerry. Stacking Richie. What's going on, sir? How are you? The legend. Backpacker, TBT and all. Good to see you. Good to see you too, man. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Jor, here to be around people fun to talk to. Stacking high there. Yeah, you made it. Yes. Yay. On the train, but I'm here. LOL. This man is always on the go, bro. What's up, brother? Nothing much, bro. What's up? Oh, who's this? Stress-free 420. Is this Blunt Man Bitcoin?
I think that's Blunt Man.
I think that's his profile picture.
Blunt Man, what's good, man? Anthony wanted to say something to you, bro.
Hey, when we head down to Vegas, we got to set up an appointment to get our dog trimmed up. So I need you to get at me. You got to get on the books.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. Let me see something. I found a post here, and I wanted to show you guys.
Gray's got the follow-up on the Fannie Mae before you switch topics.
Okay. Stag and Richie. Gray, yep, here it is. Margin maintenance. Crypto loan may include margin maintenance. Borrowers must top up collateral if crypto value drops below a maintenance. LTV, e.g. 65 to 75% of initial. That makes sense.
It's pretty typical for Bitcoin backed.
Exactly.
It is, Blunt Man. We buy things from people on Nostr with sats. It's really cool. Yes, you sure do. I think it's a terrible idea, Grey Monster says. They just want people's BTC or USDC. Okay. Like it. Looking for fun people. Yes, seem to have found them. Yes. All right,
we got called fun. I'm happy.
Yeah. So Morgan Stanley's in the race now. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Morgan Stanley says I read this on a Reddit page. Let me take a look at this guy here. Let's check out what this young man has to say. Sorry, guys, my freaking sound thing went off. Hold on 1 second. More work for the editor, Satman, the editor.
I'm just gonna start sending it.
Tell me if you can hear this.
I think the Morgan Stanley ETF is a huge deal. Made away reserves in the sense that Morgan Stanley is not a large ETF shop or provider. They don't do this often in terms of putting their name on a product like this. But the real takeaway here is that when IBIT launched BlackRock's ETF, it had tremendous inflows, like fastest growing ETF of all time, all these data points that you can point to. But by and large, a lot of that demand was like latent, like in the sense that people who wanted to allocate to Bitcoin didn't have a vehicle that they could or felt comfortable doing so, or didn't just have the frictionless sort of brokerage environment to do it. So I think a lot of that, whatever is in IBIT today, 60 billion, let's call it, a lot of that was like latent demand. I think what's going to be really fascinating to watch is this Morgan Stanley ETF. Like the only reason they're doing this is to compete with IBIT in some sense. And so they have to attempt to catch up to that 60, 70 billion, whatever IBIT's at right now. And it's not going to be from latent demand because the latent demand is like largely already in these other products that have existed for like 2 years now. And so what that tells me is that they're actually going to be soliciting around this thing and really trying to sell it, not only to their internal clients, but just externally to actually try to compete with IBIT, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, AKA they're really going to be their sales force is really going to be trying to sell it. And I made a post on there. I said, can Morgan Stanley actually catch BlackRock and BTC Holdings despite IBIT having a 26-month head start? Let the games begin. What do you guys think about it?
It's got a better fee structure. I believe. There you go. I believe the IBIT is 1% on the year, and that's 0.14, or is it 0.01%? I have to fact check that. Go, Anthony. I'm going to look at that quick.
I guess it depends on who wants to go harder. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to look into the technicals of it. I mean, IBIT is definitely. I mean, they already made a lap, but these other people are getting ready to start. But at the end of the day, you got all these guys are coming in now. Everybody, they're shaking the boat, and everybody's like, "Oh, hold on! All these people are doing. This person's doing it. That person's doing. We got to do something." And we're gonna play that game. And what happens is when you get competition, right? You go to a car dealership, right? You got multiple car dealerships. We're gonna be playing that game. So I think we're going to see who can just deliver and promote the best rates, the best product, the best security. They're going to be playing the percentage game on, it's 65 to 75 now, but we're going to do 50, and we don't know because they're still going to be erring on the side of corporate greed. But maybe with this competition, all these other players coming into the game, it could level it out, and I think it's more beneficial for the retail investor, for us. So we just kind of sit back and watch how it all plays out.
So I did fact check it. It's actually Morgan Stanley's fee structure is 0.11% cheaper than BlackRock's 0.25. So they're going to do exactly what Anthony's saying. They're just going to be like, buy mine because I'm cheaper. And then people in like IRAs, they'll be like, I'll take that fee structure because it doesn't actually count against you in an IRA, like for taxes. You just swap them as you want.
Yeah, I think the way the guy was saying it, and you guys tell me what you think. He was talking about latent demand. And what I think is, from what I could see, he's basically saying BlackRock's customer base is going to be a little bit different than Morgan Stanley's customer base. And they're going to be more, I don't want to say Bitcoiners like us, but I think they're going to be more, because BlackRock is not, their customers that have it, and I know some people that do have it, they don't even know they have it. You know what I mean? You got to talk them into saying, hey, can I see? Oh, yeah, I do have this, right? So the latent demand versus the real, like, hey, we're getting on the phone and we're showing you what this thing is. We're doing we're structuring stuff around Bitcoin. We're training on this and that. So I think it's going to be a little different. But I said, let the games begin, and this is why I said, and I made a video back in 2024, we have got, and when you see stuff like this, we have got to front run these people. Do you understand? You have to front run it and keep your stuff in the cold storage and let them know the big boys are coming. The big boys are coming. So I like it. I don't like it. There's nothing we can do about it except stay ahead of the curve. That's what I like.
Real quick, it's kind of like when we were like Bitcoin only, and then we don't want stable coins. We know stable coins are going to run in tandem and side by side along Bitcoin in regards to people are going to be using them. It doesn't mean they're better. Absolutely not. Duh. But we can't, the TradFi system is coming over. This shows that the TradFi system is saying, hey, I'm kind of peeking over the fence to see what's going on. That's what TradFi is doing. And the pro of that and the benefit of that is the adoption. We're talking about spending sats. We're talking about circular economies. When you get these big monster institutions that come in here, there's no more bigger advertisement sign that says, hey guys, have you heard of this? I think it's a win.
I mean, we're talking like, what is it? And without the dip, we're $2.1 trillion in BTC right now. These guys blink at that. That's a rounding error to them. Like, you're exposing tens of millions of people to Bitcoin, and then maybe 5% say, hey, maybe I want to like look at the real thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's just another adoption move. And then, when you hear stuff like that, you hear all the other stuff about what's our boy's company name? Jack
Strike?
No. Jack Dorsey's company with the
Square.
You hear that. Again, you hear the Fannie Mae stuff and all that, and then you see the price of 66,000. Again, this is why I'm telling you guys, the market has not caught up. Okay, you have to stack your ass off right now. Not financial advice, right? Yes, thank you, Blunt Man. Square, yep. And he says he accepts Bitcoin. Yeah, you just missed our section, Blunt Man. We were talking about having a circular economy and spending our Bitcoin. Absolutely. Yep, that we want to do with paying Bitcoin. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. And, just for a real quick advertisement commercial thing here, guys, we are going to be here in Las Vegas at the end of April 26th through the 29th. And we're going to have a Bitcoiners for Freedom meetup. And let's just say the words or the famous phrase, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, will be applied heavily to to what we're going to be doing and accomplishing here in the conference, because we're still trying to get that hook on Trent to bring his ass to Vegas.
Good luck,
Trent. It's a business trip, man.
That doesn't mean I get to write it off as a business trip.
We didn't say write it off. We just said it's a business trip, man.
It's networking.
Yes. I'm going to the conference. That's what's up, bro.
I get one trip a year and I already picked it.
Where you going?
Philippines.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No bad.
I can't wait for those videos.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm driving, but still here. Got you, bro. Appreciate that. But all right, guys. Now we're gonna get into some silly stuff before we go. And again, there was a monumental. Again, if you missed this, I just feel so bad for you guys. We had a monumental protest all over the country, guys. I mean, guys, if you missed this, I feel sorry for you, man. These people were just so freaking captivating and so genuine. We're talking about the No Kings protest, guys.
I'm sorry, John. I got to pause on this one. You got to pause on this one.
Okay.
Because my house almost broke behind me. Okay.
What happened?
We got 99,601 sats, but I don't know who it's from.
Okay.
How much?
99,601.
Well, if I had to take a guess, well, Trent's on our team, so he didn't do it to us. So I would say he'd
My
be top.
phone's right here. I haven't
I know,
touched
so he'd be top 5. So it's not him. It's either Paul the Goat. It's either
Wow.
Paul the Goat, Jenny, or St. Roosevelt.
It's Paul. He just claimed it in the chat.
Wow. Oh, wow.
For the 3 boys. That's exactly what it's for. Paul the
He's
Goat.
man.
Thank you,
Cool.
sir. That is going deep in the Truth of Work podcast SBR, sir. We appreciate that very much. Who the hell was that?
I had to be Fanny.
That's Fanny. She's yelling, "It's from Paul," in case we missed it.
Thank you, Paul. I mean, thank you, Fanny. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. And yeah, that's what it's all about, guys. Value for value, and we really appreciate that. Nice job, Paul. Yeah. Hey, Grasshopper, how you doing, honey? Good to see you driving. Thank you, Paul. Wow, you did that with one hand, huh? Wow, that's amazing.
Skills.
He's talented.
Paul, thank you so much, man. But anyways, the man, this riveting, outstanding protest. I mean, guys, if you missed this, I don't know what to tell you. But somebody played the Trump song here. It was the No Kings protest. Obviously, I'm joking around. Again, these people, there is mental illness in this country, and it's deep. It runs deep. And as you can see, I'm skimming through these. The fake, non-genuine, lying left is putting up protests to say that we have a king in this country. And Trump made a post. I couldn't find it, but I have a picture of it. And he basically said, a huge thank you to all the quote-unquote no kings protesters yesterday. I was very concerned that King was trying to take my place. But thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Great job, all. Guys, all jokes aside, what do you think about this? Because I'm not even going to play the clips, man. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this No Kings protest? And it was the largest one. It's like 8-9 million around the country. What do you guys think about this?
If it's 8-9 million around the country, that's a tiny protest. If you want to do like population wise, what, less than 1%?
I gotta check those numbers. Let me double check. But go ahead. What do you guys think?
In the videos that I've seen, it actually was smaller than the one previously that they did. But you know, it just helps solidify the mindset and ideology of these people. It really is an IQ test. It's easy to talk trash or talk smack about these people, but I look at it more of an angle of I just feel sorry for them. I do. I feel really, really sorry that these people have either been misled, misinformed, whether that be by their parents, teachers, and whatever. I'm at the point now where I see this so much. It's just like why are you doing this to yourself? We know that these people are being backed. I wouldn't say all of them, a good portion of them, percentage of them. But you know, that money needs to dry up. You know, so yeah, it's sad is what it is. These people hate America. They hate freedom. You know, and they don't like our country. You hear them saying, change the Constitution. The Constitution should be changed. You know, calling other people, you know, Nazis, you know, calling Nazis and stuff. And I don't know. It's just, it's sad.
When was this again? Was it Saturday? I don't even know what day it was.
I think it was like, I think it was like Saturday or something.
Saturday.
Like
I saw you know, the typical white lady with the nose ring putting up if it's so uninteresting, why is there no counter protest? I'm thinking, because I'm busy. It's Saturday. I get one day off. I'm not gonna go sit with signs and look at you weird people.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah. I mean, again, it was mostly white liberals. This is why I say white liberal women are the cancer of this country. And again, I can go off on this, but I'm not because I gotta have to go. But long story short, the Democrat Party, what they're doing with this is they're knocking a lot of birds with one stone with this. Obviously, they're to all the discredit I give the Democrats, I have to give these people credit. Number one is they stick together. Number two, they come up with a plan. And number three, these people are just great marketers. If you have millions of people that actually believe this shit, I mean, they are selling the ultimate shit sandwich and people are eating it up. Not only are they eating it up, but they are living their life based on this. Because when you ask these people a question like, hey, what rights does Trump take from you? They can't tell you, right? All they can do is spew out talking points that they've been told over and over again on MSDNC, CNBC, nothing but crap, ABC, CBS, and the rest of them. They have no idea what they're talking about. But what the Democrat Party is doing is simple. It's very simple. What they're doing is they're raising money. Number one, they're raising money for the Democrat Party for the midterms. Number one. Number two, they're trying to keep the base fired up so that way when the midterms come, because again, we're at the disadvantage because why? We're just sitting back going, we're getting what we want. Borders closed, crimes down. We're getting out illegal immigrants. Yeah, there's some couple things we don't like, but we're chilling. We're in power. We got the House. We got the Senate. We got the executive branch. The crazy people are fired up. And this is all the Democrats have. They don't stand for anything. When you see the words no kings, it just means no Trump. Because these people love Trump.
Cat.
It's okay. They love kings, right? They loved dictators. They love communists. They love Maduro. They loved Homeboy in Cuba. They're getting ready to take out. They loved the Ayatollah. They love all that stuff. Because if Trump is with it, they're against it. Also, why they're doing it is simple, man. These people want people to really believe around the country that the far left wing of the party, because they have to fight for them, everything they're doing, they have to keep the woke party happy. They have to keep the far left happy. In order to do that, you have to keep fighting against Trump, no matter what it is, whether it's boys and girls sports, all the 80-20 ones they're on the wrong side of, it doesn't matter. They're with it. These people are prostitutes. And I know some Republicans are prostitutes too, but they will literally do and sell anything and go with any policy as long as it keeps them in power and control. They don't give a shit. And this is why I say as a Bitcoiner, and again, I'm going to get off my soapbox, is to make sure you understand that you have to be against this party, right? Because if this goes beyond Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin's going to do. But when you have millions of people, white liberals, and I heard this in an interview, a white lady, they said, well, why is there only white people out here? Oh, we can't have black people out here because they're going to get arrested because they're black. Not only are they going to get arrested, but they're going to get beaten by the cops, and then ICE is going to take them away and take them back to Africa. I swear to God, I heard somebody say that. And I'm sitting there going, I actually have friends and family that believe that, ladies and gentlemen. So again, make sure you vote the right way. The No King protest is a bunch of nonsense. And as Bitcoiners, make sure you keep on stacking. And remember, if Bitcoin is really worth $43 million, Bitcoin is on a big sale right now. Instead of getting 2.3 cents or 2.3 sats per dollar, you're getting 1,500. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. Any last words, guys? Thank you so much again for the big zaps, the love, support. Trent, do you have any last words for the stream?
I just want to thank everybody who's donated tonight, and we'll be back next week, and you guys can catch me tomorrow, and Jerry out throughout the week, and one day Backpacker will actually go live. You can hang out with him.
Yeah, we're nothing without you wonderful people and all your generosity and taking the time, which is the most important thing, right, out of your days to come watch us. Don't allow distractions and the nonsense to distract you from keeping your eye on the prize. Be in the know, okay? Do your due diligence, as we talk about. And, Bitcoin is political, okay? It is. Absolutely. And we need to take a stand as Americans, as citizens, and people who love this country. We need to love one another. We need to be kind to people. We need to give. We need to do self-reflection every day. Be the best version of you. But just understand, we have the opportunity of a lifetime right now, and we need to seize this opportunity and don't let it pass you by.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it better. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We see you guys tomorrow. And remember, always look for the truth. Make sure you work hard and know that the truth will set you free. And again, the Truth of Work podcast is here with you every Sunday. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. We love you. We love you guys so much. All right. Peace and love, guys.